Minivan High Volume 2. So it's like the second, the next generation of minivan. I think it's the first time I see Eska in minivan. It's a shame that now the Vanguard manga volumes are only printed digitally. They don't print them physically anymore, I think. Because I really like collecting them. But like the last volume of the G manga was digital only. Eska was digital only. Now Minivan is digital only. Pretty sad. Bold solemn on the right. Bold solemn. Oh my god. Large bolds. Yes, as we already know. Oh, okay, that's a new reveal. This grade 2. I mean, this is a double rare, grade 3. This is the Persona Blast Dudley Emperor, basically. So it's budget Dudley Emperor. Grateful Catapult, yeah. Makes sense. They already said what the triple rares are, so. And you can still collect the old cards in the, like, other part of the gacha of the event. So this starts tomorrow morning, running until the 29th. Oh, new cards. Okay, Prism Celt. Grade 2, 9k power, Rearguard Circle. When returned to your hand, you may Soul Blast 1. For that turn, one of your units gains plus 4k power. So grade 2 on bounce. Alright, next is... Ooh! It's the Prism Vert. Yeah, Vert was her name. Limit Break Force is the break ride, double rare. When you ride on top of her, for that turn your Vanguard gains plus 10k power and the following ability, as well as you draw one card. The ability is Vanguard Circle. When it attacks the Vanguard, you choose 2 of your rear guards and return them to your hand. Her second ability is, during your turn, if you have 4 or more rear guards, she gains plus 3k power. So, very cool. Extra card draw and bounce, which enables your Labrador. Cool. Good stuff. Yeah, it's one attacks the Vanguard, of course. Yes, Prism is finally coming. Prism is finally coming next month. Alright, show the Labrador. The bounce was never on attack before? Oh, really? What was the break ride skill before? Bounce and draw? Okay, so you draw first, and then when the break ridden unit attacks, then you bounce too. Okay, Revere. Oh, sorry, Labrador. Labrador says, Limit Break 4. When it attacks the Vanguard, choose 3 cards from your hand and call them to rearguard circles that do not have units on them. If you called 3 Prism cards, for that battle, this unit gains plus 10,000 power, plus 1 crit. Her second skill is once per turn, counterblast 1, and bounce one of your rearguards back to your hand. Oh yeah, the break ride used to be bounce on ride. Now it's bounce on attack. 5 attack, protect deck. Yeah. So this is basically like you swing rear, swing van, bounce, and then call stuff out again to attack with them again if they have the power for it, and then you know your Vanguard's huge as well, so she's like 31k with the break ride. Must be open, yeah. Open rearguard circles. Must be open. Really weird to set up columns after going in with a crit. I mean, chances are this will get PG'd, so then you put your trigger powers and stuff on your rearguards, and then you can still swing in with attacks. It's kind of like what Ethics Buster does, you know, swings rear, swings van, and then swings with the other rears after that. Prisms, yeah, that's what Prism fans are called. Prisms. Second skill is once per turn, counterblast 1, bounce a rearguard back to hand. Okay. Alright, we have Knees! Drag Wizard Knees. Vanguard Circle when placed. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Find a Drag Heart Luard or Drag Strider Luard from among them up to 1 and show it to your opponent, add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. Rearguard Circle, when retired by your card's ability, Soul Blast 1, and your opponent must choose one of their rearguards and retire it. Oh, sorry, it doesn't search, it searches either Luard or Leofault, sorry. It searches either Drag Heart Luard or Leofault. Sorry, not Strider. My bad. That was Leofault. Leofault is the grade 2 that was revealed that calls a grade 1 to an open rearguard circle from your deck, which is busted. So good. But yeah, and then when retired, Soul Blast 1 to retire one of your opponent's rears. Very good. Oh no, your opponent chooses one rearguard. Your opponent chooses one rearguard and retires it. This art is amazing too. Look at this art. Look at this art. Alright, so this is Leofault. Leofault was already shown in the Card of the Day segment. So if you don't know already, his skill is Vanguard Rearguard Circle. When placed, count plus 1, search your deck for any grade 1, and call it to an empty Rearguard Circle and shuffle your deck. Broken. Like, this card is broken. It's so damn good. I think it's one of the best cards ever printed. Genuinely. Genuinely, like... It's really amazing. Not even trying to like overhype it, it's just generally if you understand the implications of this card, it's super good. By the way, this can call Zazan. You're one of Zazan in your deck. Just saying. Oh, Morfessa! Whoa, that art is amazing! That art is amazing! Okay. Rearguard Circle, and while in the deck, continuous skill. If your Vanguard has Luard in its card name, this card loses 1 grade. So both on Rearguard Circle and in the deck. So if you have a card that's a skill that says search a grade 2, you can also search Morfessa. Rearguard Circle, at the end of the battle that it attacked, for each of your... Oh, okay, so if you have 4 or more other grade 1 rearguards, count +1 and retire this unit. And then call a grade 1 from your drop zone onto a rearguard circle. So it's a multi-attack. The end of the battle attacked if you have 4 more rearguards with original grade 1. Original grade 1! Oh yeah, original grade 1, right. Original grade 1. Then you count +1, retire her, and call a grade 1 from your drop zone to rearguard circle. So she's only grade 1, considered grade 1 on your deck and on your rearguard circle. So you cannot call her from the drop zone, for example. You can't loop it. So she's not grade 1 in the drop zone. Keep that in mind. Morfessa with Dagda? Yeah. Oh, Morfessa with Dagda, that's quite nasty. That's quite nasty. Yeah, you can do Morfessa with Dagda because Dagda calls grade 1s, and she's considered a grade 1 in the deck. Alright, this is already really good. Luard needs to be the icing on the cake. These 3 cards so far have already been amazing. And Morfessa's art is so good. I'm so glad they kept Mori-chan. Morfessa can call Zazan? Oh no, it can! You're right, it can. Morfessa can call Zazan. It's not once per turn as well. But you can't call, like, I mean, yeah. Morfessa is not once per turn at all. Ah, Zazan Luard. Yeah, they already revealed Leofault, but just for those that missed it before. Just kill Zazan already. Alright, here comes the Luard. Luard is coming. Okay, there he is. Drag, Heart, Luard. Once per turn, Vanguard Circle. Retire 2 of your grade 1 rearguards to draw 1 card and choose one of your opponent's rearguards and retire it. That's pretty good already. You sack 2, fill up your drop zone, and draw a card and retire something. Second skill, Vanguard Circle once per turn. Once per turn, this ability's cost is reduced by count +1 for each grade 1 in your drop zone. So it's just like Luard in G. Cost, count +3. Return 2 normal units from your drop zone to your deck. Search your deck for up to 1 Drag Driver Luard, ride it as stand, and shuffle your deck. At the end of this turn, ride a Drag Heart Luard from your soul as rest. So it's basically Chrono Jet, but with the Luard costs. It's Pseudo Stride. It's basically Pseudo Stride with Luard. So you get to do Act, sack some grade 1s to pop a rear and draw a card. And then for each grade 1 that you have in the drop zone, his cost is reduced by count +1. So you can do it for free as well. You can do it for free by sending 2 normal units, so non-triggers, back to the deck and searching your deck. So of course the drag, whatchamacallit, the Drag Driver Luard is also a normal unit, so you can put that back as well, so you can keep looping it. So you don't have to play 4 of the Drag Driver. You can actually play less of it, which is very nice. Recycle Zazan? Oh, you can, yeah. This is really good. Luard saved the set. The force marker generation? Yep. That's 2 force markers in a turn already if you ride it that turn. Morfessa Zazan loop? Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so he's saying like, yeah, the drag driver has to be ridden in stand. What does it do? Alright, the final card is Drag Driver Luard. It's a grade 3 with a force marker. It's a grade 3 with a force marker. It's a grade 3 with a force marker, so you get 3 forces per turn potentially. Vanguard Circle continuous. During your turn, for each of your grade 1 rear guards, this unit gains plus 5,000 power. If your soul has 2 or more grade 3s, all of your grade 1 rear guards have their original base critical changed to 2. That's insane. Second skill, Vanguard Circle when placed, counterblast 1. Search your deck for a grade 1グレード1をルワードを含ませたソウルの枚数プラス1まで探し、リアガードにコールし、山札をシャッフルする。So, it's when placed on Vanguard Circle, counterblast 1, search your deck for grade 1s up to the amount of Luards in your soul plus 1. Call them to the rearguard circles and shuffle your deck. So, if you have 1 Luard in the soul, you call 2 grade 1s. If you have 2 Luards in the soul, you call 3 grade 1s. So for every Luard in your soul, every time you rewrite it, every time you soul charge a drag driver, you can call more grade 1s. On top of that, he gains power for every grade 1, and if you have 2 or more grade 3s in your soul, which is kind of the aim of this deck, you get to change the base critical of those grade 1s to 2. Morfessa is included in that, meaning that Morfessa will also gain that crit, and call a new grade 1 from your drop zone for you to give extra critical to, because it's continuous. Luard saved the set. Luard saved the set. In Premium, this is insane too. I don't even want to start thinking about Premium because of how crazy this is. In Premium, Luard got even better. Yeah, if you ride this with no grade 3s in Soul, you can still call 1 card. Because it says the amount of Luards in Soul plus 1. So if you have 0 Luards in Soul, you can still call 1 card. Shadow's version of Alt-Mile. Yeah, it does feel a bit Alt-Mile-y, right? Alt-Mile just said all grade 2s. Shadows are like all grade 1s. Wow, but 5,000 yen grade 3s. Let's go, let's go! The art is so nice, of all of them. Every card, every Luard-related card looks so good. It's crazy. Yeah, it has multi-text, yep. Well, so does Luard, so does Alt-Mile now, right? Oh yeah, you ride it! It doesn't retire, it's not like next stage. You just ride it. Ah! Naruhodo ne? Deck's really good. That's all I can say. The deck looks really, really good. But yeah, the set is saved. Releasing in 10 days. Luard has saved VBT10. I think it's quite strong. I don't know if it's like overwhelmingly powerful compared to like Night Rose and stuff, but it does multi-tax. Base crit to 2 is pretty nuts, because it just, everything is like lethal bashes. It's kind of like, it reminds me of Colorful Pastral. Not really, not really, not really. Ooh, next week we're getting Soridaru Banguru. Soridaru Banguru. What's Soridaru Banguru? Solidary Bangle? What's that? Oh, it's the order. Ah, right. We still have an order to be revealed. PBO, Powercraft, and his own set. Shadow's always taking the spotlight. You gotta get used to it. If you've been playing this game long enough, that's how it always is. Knees is really good. Luard Searcher, plus Leofault Searcher. Leofault, don't forget Leofault is amazing. Leofault can search Morfessa. Morfessa is nuts. Just attack extender. Also insane in Premium. I actually hate the implications on Premium. They're nasty. They're super nasty. Whew. God damn, man. God damn. I can't believe my eyes right now. Looking at it again. Just quickly gonna look at it before we get back to the documentary we were watching. Like, Knees is literally a tutor plus extra ceiling for retires and stuff. Like in standard, these cards are like strong, but not like insane, I would say. Because it's just attack extender. Like every deck has multi-attack right now, so of course it's gonna have multi-attack, you know. Has to be called to any rearguard circle. Doesn't have to be called to open. Interesting. And then this, of course, you know, Searcher. This is like the most underwhelming effect technically, because it's just like pop 2, draw 1, pop 1. So it's just setup. It's just ritual, basically. Just a heads up, boys. Luard might make a consistent 4 attack with Murfessa, but PBO now gets a possible 5 attacks with Murfessa. That's true. This isn't... You know, this part is Luard specific. This is not, though. Interesting. Yeah, Luard is the searcher. And then this is, you know, power. So he powers up. And he gives crit to your rears. So they need to rely on the force to power up. So you don't need to put force on Vanguard that much. Whereas this is the search effect. It's really strong. It's really, really strong. I like it a lot. Rearguard Murfessa, rearguard, PBO Call Blaster, rearguard. That's true. That's true, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's pretty good, yeah. Alright, sweet. Very nice.